The geeky science I promised you. This is in yesterday's New York Times. It's still on the front page of the New York Times online anyway. I just saw it just a moment ago. An article by Gretchen Reynolds is titled How Meditation Changes the Brain and Body. And she points out that they've never really been able to do a placebo-controlled study of meditation, or, no, quote, serious scientists, as opposed to meditation advocates, have ever done one. They just point out, hey, our meditators are doing better. So they actually did one. They took people who were experiencing the stress of unemployment, a large group of them, and 35 men and women who were seeking work. And they drew blood and they did brain scans. And then half the subjects were taught formal mindfulness meditation at a residential retreat center. In other words, they went on a 3-day retreat. And for 3 days, they practiced mindfulness. 3 days. That's it, 3 days. The other half of the group, for 3 days, did bending and stretching exercises, relaxation exercises, listened to nice music, had conversations with the instructor. It was all, kind of very laid back and very cool. And then Gretchen Reynolds writes for the New York Times, at the end of the 3 days, the participants all told the researchers that they felt refreshed and better able to withstand the stress of unemployment. In other words, the people who meditated and the people who merely did organized relaxation. Yet follow-up brain scans showed differences in only those who underwent mindfulness meditation. Now, keep in mind, we're talking brain scans that are showing structural changes in the brain after 3 days of meditation. There was more activity or communication among the portions of their brain that processed stress-related reactions and other areas related to focus and calm. Then they waited 4 months. These people did not continue meditating. 4 months later, those who had practiced mindfulness for the 3 days. A third of a year later, 4 months later, those who had practiced mindfulness showed much lower levels in their blood of a marker of unhealthy inflammation than the relaxation group, even though few were still meditating. So I practice mindfulness meditation. Principally. I mean, there's a couple of others that I do. I do Kriya and I do mantra, but mostly I do mindfulness meditation, which for me, and I've never, taken like an official course on this or anything, although, I've studied a whole bunch of different kinds of meditation. But like this morning, I was just sitting up on the bridge of the boat. There's a little bench up there where it's kind of the highest point in the boat that's still indoors. And I was just sitting there with my eyes open, just kind of looking down at the dashboard. And a thought would come in, I wonder what the dog's doing. And then I say, oh, notice that thought. Huh, interesting. And then I am here. I am now. Noticing the sounds, noticing what I see, noticing what I feel, noticing what I taste and smell. And then my brain would go off on I wonder if today I should talk about, and immediately I would, as soon as I noticed that I'd gone off on a thought train, I'd say, oh, look at that, another thought train. And it's like touch it and let it go kind of thing. Just notice it and let it go. And then just back to, okay, I'm here. It's now. Now I do that, I did that this morning for maybe 15, 20 minutes. This is a group of people who did it for 3 days. And 3 days of mindfulness meditation actually rewired their brains in a very, very positive way. To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.